thought it would happen. It never happened to me. It seems that clearly it has done. And now no longer I'm free. I am not free to be who I want to be. Can somebody come and rescue me? I am not afraid to be who I want to be. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Rescue me. I never thought we'd be together. This is a shock just to me and you. And if we ever go together again, I wanna promise that we see this through. So I am not free to be whoever I want to be. Can somebody come? Can somebody come in? Can someone come and rescue me? I'm not afraid to be who I want to be. I'm not afraid. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Rescue me. Rescue me. Can somebody set me free? Rescue me. Yeah. Can somebody
And I forgot to change the message, but welcome to another Striker Break. How's everybody doing today? How was your All-Star break? Hopefully it was good. Hopefully it was great. It seems like it wasn't long enough because baseball's back. There's only a few teams playing today. It's kind of weird. It's like they threw the people that needed to get a little bit of extra, like a game or a doubleheader or something if you missed some games early in the season. You know, they had the Tigers playing today. They always miss games early. Alright, don't like the music? Fair enough. Let's try something else. We'll throw this on. It's only so much, man. There's only so much free music. It's amazing all the people that came out to talk trash about the free music. Would you rather have silence? I don't think so. All right, let's get rolling. Everybody's here. We got a definitive high roller today. Give you a couple more seconds while I get this set up. All right. Oh, I want to show you something real quick. There is just a sweet card. Check this out. A sweet couple of cards. this is a post from Jeff Becker on Twitter. And if this isn't the most beautiful, outstanding card that you've ever seen, would you rather have it in a Beckett 9.5 or the PSA 10? He's got them both. Can you imagine? Look at those. Beyond words. The Independence Day parallel. So spectacular. Jeff. Oh. I would vote for that for the best card of the 21st century. What do you guys think? Nasty indeed. Do you think 2022 update will be good, Striker? No. It'll be great. Yeah, seriously, it's going to be amazing. Why wouldn't it? Don't care what the label is? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'd rather have it in a PSA 10 just to go with my personal collection, but... Okay. If you're ready, then I'm ready. Let's do some randomization. We got the teams here. Mix them up a few times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times like we always do. And grab a hold of them and put them over here. Then we grab the buy-ins. Maybe I can spell Jason's name properly. There. Bring them over to random.org. Plop them down. Roll the dice. 6 times. It's okay with me. Let's begin. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the final round. There's 6. And now we're going to grab a hold of these, bring them back over to the spreadsheet, pop them down right here, sort A to Z, and I'll read off your teams. There's that. And you can scroll to the bottom. Check out the verification code and the timestamp if you need to. Here's your teams. Diamondbacks, Aaron A. Braves, Enrique A. Orioles, Enrique A. Red Sox, Skylar M. Cubs, Dylan M. White Sox, John S. Sorry about the spelling. Reds, Jason S. Guardians, Skylar M. Rockies, Eddie G. Tigers, Enrique A. Astros, Kevin O. Royals, Matt M. Angels, Colby H. Dodgers, John C. Marlins, Big Boy. Brewers, Zach G. Twins, Kayla J. Mets, Hal J. Yankees, Enrique A. Athletics, Enrique. Phillies, Enrique. Pirates, Sean M. Padres, Mark H. Giants, Enrique. Mariners, Peter B. Cardinals, Alex T. Rays, Matt M. Rangers, Michael M. Blue Jays, Sean F. And Nationals, Greg O. Good luck, everybody. Let me drop a link if you're interested in getting in on a break. Got to become a slammer. And there's the link. I'm going to pin it to the top. There's a video on the homepage of strikerbreaks.com, also on YouTube, that explains what it is to be a slammer and all of that. Okay. Make sure everything's good here. Got the teams pulled up and we are ready to go. What do we want to start with? How about, we got anything? Maybe, yeah, we'll start with this. It's already on the board. I'm just going to scroll through the chat real quick to see what you guys are up to. Eric says, sounds like people are making the move to SGC, cheaper and better turnaround. I won't be doing that, but if people want to do that, I mean, I'd be in the market to buy an SGC for way cheaper than a PSA and then transfer it over to PSA if there was money to be made. I think a lot of people are going to be doing stuff like that. Okay, so let's see how many people we're going to ban today. BD Green, banned for life. Let's see, anybody else? Batman's real close. I just don't like it. Not yet, though. All right, let's go. Keep your eyes peeled, boys. Aaron Judge. Like, if the first comment you make is, like, you know, something that you don't like about this, might be in the wrong saloon. That's all I'm saying. What do you think of Chrome this year? Well, I haven't seen it yet, Lorenzo. It's not out yet. You mean the design? This is basically the flagship design with a Chrome look to it. But I'm in. I'm in on everything, pretty much. What mount do you use for your phone to record at that angle? I've tried like 50 different ones. You gotta it depends on what desk you're using. I've tried all different kinds, man. You gotta just go on Amazon and buy like 4 different mounts and see what works best for you, because my desk is different than your desk is gonna be. There's like a little lip, there's like a bevel, and it's gotta fit on that properly. But I've used, if there's a stand, I've tried it. For probably like a year and a half, I was using an actual tripod that I would put on the ground and then pull up like, whatever, 3.5 feet, however high up it needed to be. And it was really annoying and it hurt my back. And I found a different one that's got a clip on it. I've used, one of my favorite ones was a little desk tripod that had little foldable legs. Like, you could manipulate the legs and get it exactly how you want it, but I found that I knocked that one over quite a bit. So just gotta kind of find what's best for your setup. I don't use an online collection tracker, no. Jack Lopez, rainbow foil, J-Hap, goldish, orangish, something-ish, and Vladdy, relic. A gray one, All-Star baseball relic. My entire chat is not popping up. There we go. Stand-worthy card number 1 going to Sean. Congratulations, Sean. Topps Chrome Anniversary Edition. At first I didn't like it until I kind of figured out that it was a set collector's release. Powerful Honor. That's my card right there. I'm trying to chase down the rainbow of this card. If you have any of these that you don't want, they're really cheap. It's not like a highly collectible card, but for me, I mean, how does it get any better? I love that card. Send it my way. I'll open it up on the channel. I've got a few of them. But I've been getting emails from people like, hey, I got this. All right. If you want to send it to me, I'd be happy to add it to the collection. But the Topps Chrome Anniversary is it's kind of a fun release because it's good for breaks, I think, because there's a lot of Hall of Famers in the checklist, so it kind of spreads around like the players you can get for your team when you're in a break. You can get some Hall of Fame, and there's a bunch of parallels. You get a guaranteed auto per hobby box, so it's pretty good. There's not a huge like rookie chase situation there, so that's why when I opened my box, I was like, I don't know about this. I always like to chase singles, like single rookies. Look at this. Cody Bellinger short print. It seems to me every single box we've opened has had at least one short print in it, which is why I'm standing by it. Jumbos are the way to go for 2022 Series 2. John, that one's going to you. Mookie. There's a base Vlad. Do I want a rookie Bo Jackson? Absolutely. I love like that Bo Jackson, the iconic. It's 86, right? Is it 86 traded? I just love the look of it, and I have the Barry, but I don't know if I have the Bo. I was just looking through some of my I guess you can call them vintage cards today. Please sag gold foil. And I think I'm going to start getting into some vintage. Just a little bit. I'm going to start working my way in. Because there's some players that I really need their rookies. Like, I've got like, Ricky Henderson's one of my favorite players. And I've got, like, a pretty nice, I don't know, for me, early Ricky Henderson collection. Like I think like 80, 81, 82, 83. Or 80, like a bunch of them from those years. But I don't have any of his rookies. So I was kind of looking at, what the Ricky rookies are going for, and PSA 7s and 8s and 9s. And they're pretty pricey. About a little more than I thought they'd be, actually. The Mets, Lindor and Pete, gold foil. But I might have to get one. PSA. Or I was also looking at trying to track down some wax and maybe opening up some old wax. Looking for a nice Ricky. But jeez, even those old vending boxes now are like $4,000. Which is crazy. Like, odds are you're not going to get a PSA 9 Ricky out of there. And if you do, you're barely going to cover, you probably won't even cover the cost of what the box costs. Now, yes, there are other cards in there you can get. Like, I think Nolan Ryan, Pete Rose, there's some Hall of Famers you can get out of there too. And that'll go a pretty long way to help you making your money back. Well, look at that. Did we get 2 parallels of the same card? Sheesh. Mets. Hell. I hope that is your favorite card. Because you're starting the rainbow. Sweet Shades Vlad. Yeah, if anybody wants to send me any cards, the answer is yes. And I will open them on the channel and give you a shout out and thank you. I don't care if they're like for as far as older cards, like basically 80s, anything from the 80s and before, I have very few. Maybe like 50 just singles of good players that I've picked up, singles of throughout the years. I wasn't collecting baseball cards. I had some in the 90s. Like 90 through 93, 94, I'd get a box here and there. But I was into basketball cards, so my baseball card collection from back then is very weak. Sean Gunther. That's an Independence Day parallel, ladies and gentlemen. I guess showing that Ohtani helped the Marlins. Big boy. That helped you get this card somehow, some way. It's a rookie. It's a plus. You bought a raw Ricky not too long ago? Got any nice Miggies? No, because not really. I don't really collect Miggy. He's not really my guy. I don't know. Like, I obviously respect him and everything, but I have a lot of feelings of anger and disappointment for when he was kind of sowing his wild oats, like right when we were competing. He just decided that he wanted to go out and get wasted all the time and perform poorly when we needed him the most, and have a secret family and get in trouble and DUIs and threatening. So I kind of I don't really want to collect Miggy. But Al Kaline, now he's a stand-up guy. Class act, Mr. Tiger. So, yeah, I'm all about Al Kaline. Got a couple of older Al Kaline cards, too. But a Kaline rookie would be killer. I've got what is it? Maybe like a 67 Kaline or something like that. I can't remember exactly what year. Like the years when you get back into, basically the 80s and before. Like, I've got some of them that stick out, obviously, like 83, 84, 86. Some designs stick out in my head. But if you go before that, like 52, that's pretty sweet. Hans Kraus gold rookie. Like, I can never remember what year everything is, but if I start getting into those cards, then it'll start sticking, because then I'll associate a year with a particular rookie and then a design. We didn't get the auto yet. Should be coming soon. Chavis gold foil. Ichiro. I do have a Ichiro and Pujols Bowman rookie, where they're both on the same card. Pulled that out of a box. Actually, it's probably still on the channel. Bought a 2001 Bowman. Managed to pull that. I think I got... It was kind of stuck together. It was kind of bricked together. So it wasn't the best box. A lot of the cards were sticking. So I didn't get anything like super high-end quality, like gradable out of it. Was I ever a fan of Will Clark? Not like he's my guy, but I definitely put the Will Clark cards in the book. You know, like there were certain players in the early 90s, like the Alomars and any of the Bonds. If it was a Bonds card, like Roberto Alomar, Sandy Alomar, all the Tigers, Will Clark, like any of the stars from those days, I just put it in my book. Look at this. I think that's the auto. It is. Andre Jackson. That is a quality signature, Andre. Look at that thing. He's really trying. I appreciate it. Number to 199. Andre Jackson. Another stand worthy. Do you guys like this format better than the straight up pay for a hit? I think this is better, doing it like this. Like, you're not guaranteed a definitive hit, but it's half the price and 3 times the amount of hits. I think that's the way to do it. This is my only box of this. I just bought this one to try out a break like this, see if you guys liked it. But I want to know your feedback. My favorite player is Tatis. Tatis. We'll do a Bowman Mega Box. That's awesome, JB. I love it. If we get through this, I'll pull out some of my cards and show you. I'll show you guys who I have. If you remind me, I might forget. But as we're winding down, remind me. If you want to see, I can pull out my PC and show you some of the older gentlemen in my collection. Older collectibles from the 80s and before. Cards. Another thing I'm kind of looking into lately, I've been wanting to collect Jordan starting lineup card. Not the cards, the whole thing. In good condition, you know. I want all of them. I want all the Jordan starting lineups. It's just a nostalgia thing. Because back in the day, like, I never had the Jordan ones. I didn't really get into starting lineups. So Neil Cruz rookie. But I'm a Jordan guy, so I've got tons of his cards from back then. None of his rookies. Although, one day, I'll probably never have a Jordan rookie. Maybe I'll just buy a super low grade one. Like a real gross one that nobody wants. And I'll be like, I got a Jordan rookie. Maybe I should just do that for all the cards that I desire that I can't afford. Just buy horrible, like PSA 1 or 0.5 or something. This? What is this? First, Jeremy Vargas to 199. We only got 3 cards in this pack. That's a weird pack. Look at this. That's a really weird. I mean, this card's like so thick it takes up the spot of 2. But okay, Brewers, Zach. You can't be a Mojo parallel. Get a reprint? Nah. Do PSA 0.5s exist? I think so. I don't have any, but I think I've seen 0.5s. Should Barry Bonds be inducted into the Hall? Yeah. Yeah, totally, because I don't think he started doing roids till like, I just looked at all his stats yesterday. We can get in on that. Dude, look at this. We got 2 parallels in one box. And I think we might have got the extra card in this box too, in this pack. Brennan Davis, 2 parallels. We'll take that. Nice, Dylan. Yeah, I think Barry should still get in because he would be in if it wasn't for, you know, like his stats were like really, really good before he started allegedly doing. I mean, maybe he was doing the whole time, but you can see the jump. Like anytime you're over 30, like when you're in your 30s and all of a sudden you're the best you've ever been, like crazy better than anybody at that age ever by a long shot, you know, it's definitely questionable. And Ellie. But before that, even if he wouldn't have done that, if he would have had his natural regression like everybody has, he still would be one of the best ever. Like he was pulling double-digit WAR when he was like in his mid-30s. Double-digit WAR. So, but I still think I think Pete should be in too. Next up, like Pete for sure should be in. It's a crime against humanity that he's not in. I want a Pete rookie too. I don't know what I want the most. Pete Rose rookie, Ricky rookie, or a Jordan rookie. I guess I want the Jordan rookie best. Here we go. Ready? Bang! Steve Finley, 41 of 43, going to the Angels. Colby, congratulations. Speaking of, somebody was wondering about Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary Edition hobby boxes. Well, here's one right here. What's up, Clinton? Bonds had 50 WAR his first 7 years in the bit. Oh, here's something I want to tell you guys. As I was looking at cards yesterday, I was going to make a video about it, but I totally just couldn't find the motivation, really. But I can share it with you anyway. Mike Trout, through this point in his career, okay? Hold on, let me just double check that I have the exact numbers right, because it's wild. Okay, so through the age of 30, Mike Trout has 79.9 WAR. You want to see? Right here. Mike Trout has 79.9 WAR through the age of 30, okay? I went and calculated Babe Ruth's WAR through the age of 30. 79.9. Just soak in that for a minute. Exact same WAR through the same age. And it's like, argue that Babe Ruth isn't the greatest player of all time, you know? I'm sure you can. I'm sure that you will. But it's one of the... I mean, everybody can pretty much... You just look at everything he did. At least relative to his competition, Babe Ruth and Mike Trout, same WAR. And I think we can agree that the competition is much greater today than it was back then. What's the SP on the stand? It is Cody Bellinger. Ruth finished, but here's the thing about Ruth. So he finished with 183.1 WAR. He was getting double-digit WAR 11.6, 12.6, 10.1, 10.3, 10.5 in his mid 30s, just like Bonds, basically. And I don't know if that's realistic. So like Barry Bonds was getting, when he was 36 is when he had this huge like resurgence, right? When Bonds was 36 years old, the point where most people are like out of the league pretty much, unless you're, you know, a superstar they're just holding on to you because you're Pujols. So Bonds had 11.9 WAR when he was 36 and won 4 MVPs in a row. 11.9, 11.8, 9.2, 10.6. 4 MVPs in a row. 36, 37, 38, and 39. And he finished with 162.8 WAR. Yeah, but Ruth actually didn't get that much. He didn't pitch as much as you think he did. Let me see if I can find his. This is all bet. Yeah, he only pitched. So when he was 19, he pitched 4 games. And then when he was 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24, that's all Ruth pitched. He had like a game, like 1 game when he was 25, 2 games when he was 26, 1 game when he was 35, and 1 when he was 38. So it's not like he was gaining all this WAR by being a pitcher. He did gain WAR by being a pitcher, and 20, in fact. Over the course of his whole career, he only had 20 WAR. So a lot of people think, like, oh, Babe Ruth, he did it, he pitched and he hit, and it's, yeah, but he didn't pitch that much, really. Just when he's really young and a little bit out of who knows why, towards the end of his career. Just like 1 game, they're probably just like throwing him out there. Like, Ruth's on the mound tonight. All right, let's check this out. Refractor number 1 is Carlos Delgado. Here's the auto. Jay Buhner. 2 of 150. At least it's a parallel. Going to Peter. Who's a terrible pitcher? Ruth? Yeah. Where are his regular numbers? A 2.28 ERA. Pretty good. Sterling Sharp, refractor rookie. Jim Palmer, refractor. How dare you make this set? Jacob deGrom, numbered 50 of 199. 86, Fleer Jordan, PSA grade 1, has a pop of 209 and 1 sold for $1,800. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm not even going to be able to get that one. Dang. Where do you think Soto's landing? Washington? I don't... They keep changing the story. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what a team could actually give. I really hope he goes to San Diego. I hope Tatis comes back and they start, like, this momentum starts happening where they can score runs. And then they're like, let's get Soto and just seal the deal. And maybe they just rent him. Their payroll's way too high. They gotta include some, like, they gotta get rid of some payroll if they're gonna bring him on. I don't know how they would be able to afford him with Machado and Tatis and Darvish and Clevenger. Like, there's a bunch of guys, and Don't forget Hosmer has a huge contract, and even I think Will Myers is getting paid a little bit. So refractor, babe. Like, they could rent him. They have a deep farm system. They've got a bunch of nice prospects in their system still that they could flop, that they could switch out over there, you know, send them to the Nationals and get Soto back. But they'd have to give up somebody that's chewing up that payroll. Jared Walsh refractor. And I don't know that the Nationals want to do that. I don't know that they want to take on it. Maybe just to have another, like, I don't know, like, decent player on the team. All right, let's do a pristine box. No purchase necessary? Is that? No, it's not on the back here. Soto to the Yanks. Judge will go into free agency. Ooh, okay, Dimitri. I like to hear that. As a Royals fan, enjoy Hosmer's contract. No, nobody's enjoyed the Hosmer contract except for Hosmer. And maybe the Royals fans. Guys, we got to get to 100 likes. We're only at 73, and that's the performance is subpar. That's a subpar performance out of you guys. Let's step it up. Come on. I know it's because I haven't reminded anybody yet. But now, would you rather have Soto or Tatis? I don't want to answer that question. But if you take into account the contract situation, Tatis actually has a pretty good contract, team-friendly contract for what he brings to the table, I think. And Soto's going to cost a lot more. And there's you have to pay a lot of people on a Major League Baseball team. You can't have just look at the Angels. You can't just have a super top-heavy team and be successful, really. I mean, in theory, you could, but baseball is a deep sport. You got to have a bunch of players all providing value, war to your team. And if you just have 2-3 guys that are really awesome at the top and then no depth and you can't afford to sign anybody else, and then maybe your pitching starts lacking, or a guy gets hurt. Two of your top guys get hurt. Look at what happens to the Yankees when Judge gets hurt, They're not the same. With Judge not in that lineup, they're not the same. So if you have that guy get hurt, they can still win. And they still have enough other, really nice pieces to compete. But if you've only got, let's just say Trout and Ohtani, and then everybody else is kind of a scrub or hurt, not going to make it. All I know is if I was Washington management, I would not be real quick to make a move. Because the Tigers, we got rid of all of our good players and didn't get anything out of it. And it's not like it hurt, sped up our rebuild process. It just hurt us. Lawler, truther? I love Lawler. Gallo's the weakest link for the Yanks. Bat ninth. He does kind of suck. Yeah, Nats are up for sale. That's part of the whole thing. Is there any Detroit team that isn't in a rebuild? No. They're all... It's not a good time to be a Detroit fan. Detroit sports fan, because really nobody's a City of Detroit fan. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that are weird, but yeah, Detroit team fan, there's nothing. Michigan is probably the best thing in the whole state. Michigan football, Michigan basketball competes. Michigan State usually competes basketball and football, but that's about it. College. Nolan using his 2 months says, what's up? You plan on doing a break tomorrow? Maybe. I'm going to try to get this thing processed and out the door, and then I'll try to do one tomorrow. But I do want to finish the series, the Blaster series, and I don't want to do that and a break in the same day. So it's going to be tricky figuring out how to get the content out. What would you guys rather have, a Blaster video or another break tomorrow? I need to know. The Lions are just not even worthy of conversation. Just depressing, horrendous organization. Pathetic. That's a sweet Otani. These are just the base cards. Now we're moving into the refractors. The good stuff. Get a couple numbered ones out of here. The kid. Manny. Andrew Jones. And that is numbered to 99. Slice of a star. That one looks sweet. Look at that thing. Shimmer. Looks like a disco ball. Douglas, you'd like to get in a break? Well, the link on the top is to become a slammer. The slammers get notified when I list a break and they buy it up quick. So you gotta become a slammer if you want to get a notification and get in on a break. It's a way to support the channel. It's also a barrier to entry because the breaks are popular. And that way, you can be part of the club. Who's got the Braves? Let me pull the sheet back up here. Enrique. Enrique's got a lot of teams. He's going to get some hits. Al Kaline purple. This one also going to Enrique. 98 of 99. We weren't supposed to get this. We got 2 of these, so I think we're gonna get a bonus hit out of here. Maybe we're only supposed to get you're only supposed to get 1 of these. We got 2, so we'll call this Jesse Winker a freebie. Going to Jason. Nothing wrong with that. There we go. Red Sox card collector. What's up, man? How much is this box? These are going for $440 on blowout. Ronnie Dawson. These are all refractors. Brian Reynolds and a gold Dylan Carlson. Hopefully there's still 2 autos in those encased. Let's find out. Number 1. Oh yeah, look at that Nando gold. Nando 35 of 50. That is sick. Just, these cards are really sweet all around. This whole release is. Which is why they went up in price. Joe Mauer, blue /75. Next up, Don Mattingly. That's an orange auto, numbered to 25. It's got some marks on the back. That's weird. Look at the... I don't know if that'll wipe off. Possibly you can clean that off. But the front is nice. Don Mattingly, orange auto. How about a Jaron Duran, pristine? Pristine refractor. Matt Manning. So we did get a bonus auto out of there. Matt Manning, rookie auto. Pristine autograph card. We need Matt Manning back. Last but not least, Brian Reynolds. Pristine. All right, we got a couple more boxes and then we'll get to the definitive. I think I'm going to start with this Hobby Box 2020 Topps Chrome. Mattingly isn't in the Hall, no. He didn't play long enough. He had a short career. I need this cardboard. Just because we're going to have time today, since we only have one break. So, Donnie Baseball played for 14 years. That's the problem. From the age of 21, allegedly, if you know that story, to 34. He's an MVP, 6-time All-Star, 9-time Gold Glove, 3-time Silver Slugger, Major League Player of the Year, batting title, and Manager of the Year. 2 numbers, 23 and 46 for the Yankees. And, yeah, not in the Hall. Career WAR, 42.4. You got to get up into the 50s before it's even... I mean, that's not 100% because there are players that from older eras that don't have the WAR. But you got to kind of get up into the 50s or 60s. Even guys that are in like the low 60s. Borderline. Mike Trout. Chrome. Kingery refractor. Charlie, good to see you. Glad you're here. Calling a Jordan parallel, says Kendall. All right, let's see it. Domingo Leyba. He might get in eventually, just out of nostalgia. All right, green. What is this? We got a green parallel of Juan Soto. That's a variation. That is a sweet card. 88 and 99 Soto variation. Sweet. Man, I didn't see that coming. Going to Greg. Congratulations, man. This is a banger. His mustache is all worthy. Oof, man, I like that card. I don't know. Oof, we got a couple for the Hall of Hits, or, well, for the hit of the break. And we haven't even gotten to the definitive yet. That's what I love. Orange, Mattingly auto. Green, photo variation Soto. 2 early front runners. Alzolay refractor. I was just looking at Andrew Jones the other day. He's got 62.7 WAR. 5-time All-Star, 10-time Gold Glover, Silver Slugger, Major League Player of the Year, Andrew Jones. 17-year career. Yeah, he should be in the Hall. Is he not old enough yet, maybe? Is that why? Or has it not been enough time, or what? 2012. Yeah, I guess it has been enough time. That Soto's a $300 raw card, says Juice Daddy. Yeah, that's a nasty hit. Dubon Refractor, rookie. I mean, I've opened a ton of this. I've never seen that card. I mean, pulled, you know. I've never pulled it or seen anybody pull it. Marte. I wonder how many of those there are. I'm curious. There's a lot of curiosity in me today. I just want to keep looking. At least I can feed you guys information while we're doing this. I'm going to pull up the pop report real quick. Why would it, like... Seems like that would be the first thing if you type in 2020 Topps CH. No, got to type the whole thing in. Pete Cup card. Are the variations in the set, though? Or do I got to go to the variations? There's only 6 PSA 10s of that card that exist. That's a sick card. Pete Refractor Cup card. I like that. I've been on fire pulling the Pete Refractors. Listing on eBay says Pop 3. Must be an old listing. It's Pop 6 now. Kyle Lewis, he's coming back tomorrow. It's Kyle Lewis rookie. And we got an autograph. James Marvel of the Pirates. Going to Sean. How's it going, Pack Fresh? What's good? That's good. Soto SP. Pristine as football cards. I wish just one company would do all the cards. Whether it's Topps or whatever it ends up being. It'd be nice if it was Topps, like back in the day, how everything was Topps, like all the same design, all like through from baseball, basketball, football, like you get all the same design. There's, you know, coherency. Correa Prism. Same kind of thing, like you would know, like you could have multipliers that kind of go across sports, so you would know that like a blue is a multiplier of the base of this, and then like the green, and I think it would help a lot of people get into the game. It's just so much variation and variety that people are overwhelmed. Eddie Rosario, negative. It's not a striker break without a negative. Lewis is a beast when healthy, says Kendall. Yeah, I picked him up on my fantasy team because just today. I've been waiting to pull the trigger until it was like he's coming back on this day. I'll swoop him up. I dropped. Who did I drop? Outfielder. For the Braves, Duvall. I dropped Duvall. He's just a spare on my team because I had to put Trout on the IL, so I had an open spot. Randy rookie. I've been noticing a lot of Randy Series 1 Randy rookies and PSA 10s. Just nobody wants them on eBay. Syndergaard. If Joe Adell ever gets good, I might do okay in retirement, says Emery. Sports card collector kid, but the last one wasn't his fault, right? Didn't he get plunked in the head? I mean, they're never his, injuries really aren't your fault, most of them. Justin Dunn. 2 pitcher autos out of this box. Peter. Two horizontals as well. Dimitri asks, Striker, where do you think the hobby will go in the next 5 years? That's a bad sign. Where do I think it'll go? It'll go wherever the economy goes. I don't know if that's an easy out, but it's tied together. Investments like housing market, stock market, Bitcoin, collectibles, sports cards, comic books, all that kind of stuff. It's all tied all in together. Like, you think you're a genius. You're like, oh man, I made so much money on whatever it is, X, over the last 2 years, right? And it's like almost anything you would have put your money in would have gone up and then went down. So it all kind of goes together. There are individual things that go up and down within particular markets. But I think, with the Fanatic deal, I think it's just going to keep growing and growing. However, there's a like a bullwhip effect that happens with supply and demand. When people mess with the supply and demand situation, like if you shut down industry and supply chains, then there's going to be a bullwhip effect that happens where there's nothing, like the demand is either the same or it goes up, and then there's nothing being produced. So then, everything gets all chewed up and there's nothing to go around. So the supply's low, the demand's high, the price goes up, and then they overproduce. So right now we're probably in an overproduction for sports cards because during, the 2020 situation, the demand was just so high and the supply was too low. So then, it takes like a year to catch up, and then they start making too much and they can't sell it. So then the price drops. So we just have to ride these little waves. Reese Hoskins. Prism. Inevitably, so they'll mass produce stuff and then people will leave the market, and so then they'll produce less, and then you'll get a superstar that comes out of a sports card, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, hockey. You'll get a superstar rookie that comes out, and the demand will be like, oh, it'll be crazy, and people will just chew up all the wax, and there won't be enough. And then the next year they'll make more, and then there won't be the good rookie that people want, maybe. And so they'll have a bunch of boxes sitting around. Nobody will want it. It'll be sitting on shelves, and they'll produce less, maybe. And it's so, just got to kind of ride it. Colors and parallels universal throughout all sports. Yeah, that would be sweet. It's just too overwhelming for a lot of people to hop in. Look, we got Bo. Bo rookie. I'm top loading them. Love me some Bo. Sean, congratulations. What do we got? We're not gonna have room. I'm gonna put them in the secondary pile. A secondary good card pile. We got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to have 15 more stand-worthy cards. Kyle Lewis. All right, so moving on to 2021, we got Jumbo. It's funny that a 2020 hobby is roughly the same price, a little bit less, as a 2021 jumbo. You get 3 more autographs out of here. Yes, the secondary good card pile is a sign of great things. Ian Anderson rookie. What do you say we get a SP out of this box as well? Andrew McCutcheon Prism and Verlander Refractor. You like the background music? Good. It was nothing but complaints at the beginning. I couldn't even hear it, so it must have been bad. Key Bryan. Mountcastle. I disagree, Charlie. You must not have foresight. Like, Mountcastle is... There's a bunch of team's best players that you can get out of here, rookies. For example, like these two guys. Like, you know, it might not be worth a lot right now, but Mountcastle, Key Bryan, Jazz, Adele... There's players. The Doctor. Carlson, another good, like, these are all legitimate players that bat the top 4. If you're batting in the top 4 of your team's lineup, then you have, at the very least, that's a sweet card, McKenzie. The very least, you are in a position to put up counting stats at a high rate. Now, your team might not be that great. They might not, like, let's say you're batting leadoff, like you're Carlson batting leadoff, or Jazz batting leadoff. Like, Jazz, I think, is better. He's got more tools, probably, than Carlson, but it's close. Like, Jazz can just put up crazy numbers, but he just gets hurt too much. Garcia autograph. So if you just look at... With sports cards, you can't just look at, like, what is right now in front of you. If you do that, then you're never going to succeed in like, investing. Like, think about it as investing. If you invest in a company, you're investing in, like, the future and potential and the graph, how the graph looks, the future of the company. You're not just saying, like, this is what it is right now and this is what I want. I don't want anything more. You always want more out of the player. You look at a trajectory of a career of the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Are they going to be a Hall of Famer? We don't know a lot of that right now about some of these guys, but there are a whole lot of good position players that are some of the best players on their teams that come out of this release. And it's affordable. If this product had 4 players that are like, you know, Vlad and Soto and Tatis, then it would be thousands of dollars to rip. All right? So you got to look at it that way. What do you get for the money out of ooze? Position player. We don't open turds around here. Chris Bryant. What's up, Joseph? What do you think about Gorman? Yeah, he's definitely a high ceiling type of player, I think. That team in general, they're probably going to win the World Series, and nobody's thinking about them or talking about them. They're going to slide right in like they always do and win a World Series in the next couple of years, if not this year. Pitching is an issue. They got to get Flaherty back and healthy. Adames Prism. Yeah, that's what it's about, Charlie. Bang for your buck. Like, if you got to think about if it was 2019 or 2018 Topps Chrome. Okay, yeah, there's a couple of high-end players, but you got to spend, what, $1,200, $1,000 to open up a box. Not a lot of people can afford to do that. And I don't know how you buy, but I buy low cards and then hopefully sell them high. I don't like to buy high and then who knows what happens. How high can you go? I mean, I do buy some stuff high just for the PC that I'm not planning on flipping. But if you want to try to make a profit, you got to buy a guy like this. Right? Like cheap for the most part. but has a huge potential. And if you get, just imagine you pull like a Jazz Prism. Okay, I don't know what that's worth. Send it away, gem it up, sit on it. It was affordable, didn't cost you much. And if it doesn't end up working out, oh well. But if you buy a Tatis like that for $1,200, and then 6 months later it's like it's worth $350, uh-oh. Mike Trout, another negative. I can't wait till I find those negatives in the 2019 Chrome Blasters that I'm going to be opening very soon. I gotta find one or two, according to the pack odds at least. Should get at least one out of there. I gotta get my Nando. Stars and Stripes hobby was 64 pre-draft. Post-draft, it's around 80 and rising. Daryl, I bought a whole case for a PC rip, thinking that it might go up after the draft. I haven't looked, but that's good news. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Stars and Stripes. You know, before the draft, nobody knows any of the players in it, and then the draft happens, and then slowly people start to like, oh, dude, this guy was drafted number 1. You can get his autograph numbered and like an auto relic, and like USA stuff, Stars and Stripes tends to just get better and better and better and like crazy over time. You know, you're getting some of these guys' first cards that they ever have out of that. Sure, the secondary prices aren't, you know, they're not great, at least at first, but they can be. They can get there. Jordan Holloway. But Stars and Stripes is not a product that you are like immediately looking to flip. That's a product that you want to wait a couple of years before you even start thinking about that stuff usually. Unless you find a hot spot, a hot time. Once those guys make it into the top 100, Baseball America's top 100 list that just got drafted, I don't know how long that takes, 6 months to a year, let's say, before maybe a player or two gets in the top 100. And then you can start looking for those autographs and relics, and maybe you get a 101 or like a plate or something out of there, and it didn't cost much. Fun to rip. Absolute overpriced. Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't bought any Absolute because I thought from the very beginning it was overpriced. However, that booklet, isn't that the one where you get a booklet out of every box? I think it went up after the initial price. I thought it was like 160 and then it went up to like 180, 190. So a lot of people were digging the fact that you get a guaranteed booklet out of there, which is cool. Jesus Sanchez. Prism. Man, that is really thick. Why is that so thick? Holy cow. Johan Ramirez. Usually, like, this thickness is reserved for a parallel. That's not a parallel. Lots of Seattle hits. Peter is on the board again. Yeah, the Stars and Stripes rip, I just kind of bought it because it was so cheap and set it aside for a PC rip, and no plan of when to do it really. But it was just so stinking cheap. I thought, there's no way it'll ever be cheaper than this. And I think I was right. But I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon. I'll probably wait until we start getting some of those players like doing something notable. Like so-and-so's tearing it up in the minors or just something like that. That's sweet. Mountcastle Refractor. I like that. I'm putting them in the secondary good card pile. Something about the cup on there. The cup and the rookie logo does it for me. I love the cup cards. How do you feel about Leaf Trinity? Can get some nasty looking hits for the PC. I never got into Leaf. I kind of draw the line at Leaf. And You get good bang for your buck out of it, but it's just not for me. I've been separating myself a little bit from Panini products in general and like the secondary stuff like Leaf. Only because I'm just trying to, you know, got to draw the line somewhere, I guess. Austin Riley and Sterling Sharp. That's a refractor to $4.99. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's why I thought that last one's about as thick as the regular auto. How much does it cost and how long does it take to grade a PSA card? It depends on how you send it. They have all different kinds of service. The bulk, I think, takes at least 6 months. But it's taken up to a year because of the influx. It was too cheap for too long, and they waited too long to raise the price, and just they had millions and millions of cards. So it took like a year. But now it's starting to become quicker, and they lowered the price. They opened up bulk back again, but you can go bulk, you can go regular, you can go express. There's all different ways to do it. You got to pay more as you go up the levels. But the regular bulk price is $30. I think they have a special going on right now still for like 18, which I don't know if it's going to be that cheap again. So you might want to get them in while you can, but you have to be a member. So you got to pay the $99 to become a member, and then you get to get that discounted rate. So it's a year you get it for. Madrigal rookie, this is numbered to $3.99. Man, that is thick. I can't even fit that in the top loader. Good Lord. How about a thick 59 point? Barely, dude, this barely fits in a 59. 2021 chrome. Thick. Economy's 50, bulk's 30. Express then would be 100. There's something about 150. There's a 150 level too. I've sent stuff at the 100 level and the 150 level and got burned. So I would just suggest just send it bulk unless it's a really primo card that you want to get back immediately. And the only reason that you would want to do that, in my opinion, is because it's something that just came out and you want to maximize your profit. Like for Julio Rodriguez cards, like right now, if you have, and especially when Julio rookies come out, maximize, send it away for the quick turnaround, and you can maybe make a little bit more money. But if you end up getting like a 9, oof, and that's a mistake. Can be. You want to be pretty sure that you got a gem on your hands. Another parallel. Sixto. It's a Sixto rookie. Purple to $2.99. Going to big boy. Yeah, I use that for those Griffey cards. I wish I wouldn't have, but I thought I had potentially a $10,000 card on my hand, so turns out I was wrong. Yep, not going to fit in there. Okay. Beautiful cards, and they, for some reason, you know, if you go look at other 7s, I got a 7 on that Tiffany Griffey. What a joke. Go look at other 7s, and there's nothing. I mean, it was centered, sharp, clean. Here we go. Last but not least, it's a definitive box, and we got to get some good luck on this dog here. Selig, double, Selig, sweeping all sides. All the bad luck's gone. Good luck infusing now. Baja Blast Zero tastes just like regular Baja Blast. Sports Dog. Hi. Grading 101s. Not necessary, but if you want to put it in a slab, if you just want to get it authenticated, I think that might be the way to go. Because, you know, if you get like a 7 or a 6 or something, I've heard of people getting like 5s and 4s on their 101s. That would be horrible. But it doesn't really matter. It just, the only thing it does is it brings it down a notch. You get a PSA 10 1 of 1. The whole reason to get your cards graded is to establish an additional hierarchy of rarity. And it's already at the peak rarity. So if you just want to get it slabbed up, that might be the way to do it. Just get it authenticated, not graded. Missed a super chat. I don't see any. Oh, there's one. Why didn't that show up? $4.99 from Greg says, gotta tip the dealer. Side note, think Jackson Holiday Superfractor Auto does more or less than Mayer did out of draft last year. I think he did 130K. Probably less because the market's down a little bit, but I don't know. I can't even speculate. I'd have to do some research. I don't want to even comment unless I have something to go on, you know. Appreciate that, super buddy. Sorry, I missed it. Hit number 1. Oh man, that is sweet. What is that? There's like a marker on there, like he signed it or something. I wonder if he signed that jersey and then they cut it up. Cody Bellinger, 2 of 30. You see that? Man, that's a quality card. Jumbo relic. It's a patch. Going to the Dodgers. John. And we've got a gold frame in here. So we got a case last time. There were 3 boxes of this, and 2 out of the 3 boxes had a gold frame. So you're not guaranteed one in every box. Hit number 2. Matt Chapman, 11 of 50. Going to the A's, Enrique. If you get yourself a box of definitive, you're going to want some 130 points. You're going to want probably, so 138 points, 168 points should do you. Maybe 180 if you get a real thickie. Maybe it's eye black. It looks like a marker to me. Like, it looks like he signed it because it's like, I don't know. Oh, Greg Maddux, 17 of 40. Definitive autographed relic card. Going to Enrique. Nice, dude. Lots of 168s out of here. Got a green Joey Votto. Oh, I wonder if that's a bonus. Hold on. Don't want to give that away. I don't know what it is. All right. Joey Votto, 24 of 25, dual pinstripe auto. Green. Going to Jason. And a redemption. Could be a big one. Dual auto relic of Tim Anderson, Eloy Jimenez. Dual White Sox relic going to John. Congratulations on that. Tim Anderson was busy. He couldn't be bothered to sign his stuff. So was Eloy. Busy not playing. All right. Gold frame. Jesse Winker, 1 of 30. Look at that patch. Framed auto patch card. Another one going to the Reds. Jason. Gonna need a 180 for the gold frame. So yep, 180s and 168s mostly. We got 2 cards left. Sean. Looks like a pirate. Ronzi Contreras, 45 of 50. Definitive rookie autograph. And 138 for that one. Yep. And we got one left, ladies and gentlemen. And it is a low number. Here he is. All I saw was the number. Darryl Strawberry. 2 of 5. NL Rookie of the Year. That's sweet. Legendary autograph card, 2 of 5. Congratulations. That one's going to hell. And that one's 108 point. That's a gnarly card. Gnarly. I still think I got a favorite card still. And you're gonna see it soon. Okay, you guys ready to see the hits? We'll start with the secondary pile. We got a couple cards over here. Ryan Mountcastle refractor. There's a Bow rookie, chrome Bow. Bunch of other rookies that didn't make the stage. Darryl Strawberry, 2 of 5. What a sick card. Man. Just looks really, the colors look really nice. Like a warming color. Contreras, 45 of 50. Jesse Winker, gold frame auto, 1 of 30. eBay 101. Eloy Jimenez and Tim Anderson, dual auto, relic. Greg Maddux, 17 of 40. Auto relic. Matt Chapman, 11 of 50. Joey Votto, 24 of 25. Should be a jumbo auto relic. But Cody Bellinger, 2 of 30. Patch. Johan Ramirez, autograph. Sixto Sanchez, 7 of 299. Nick Madrigal, rookie to 399. Sterling Sharp, rookie refractor auto to 499. Jordan Holloway to 250. Purple rookie. Couple of negatives. Eddie Rosario and Nick Senzel. Arauz, rookie auto. Davy Garcia. Justin Dunn. James Marvel. And Striker's hit of the break. I just love this card. Juan Soto, short print, parallel. Green to 99, low pop. Hit of the break. Brian Reynolds, pristine. Matt Manning, rookie auto. Jaron Duran, pristine. It was between the Soto and the Orange Mattingly auto. Orange Mattingly to 25. Got a freebie out of that box too. Jesse Winker. Slice of a star. Auto swatch. Joe Mauer blue. Gold Nando to 50. Gold Carlson to 50. Purple K-Line. 98 of 99. Andrew Jones slice of a star to 99. Jacob deGrom blue mini diamond to 199. Jay Buhner auto to 150. Sean Gunther Independence Day rookie parallel to 76. Steve Finley to 43. Ellie De La Cruz Mojo parallel. Can't believe we got out of that Mojo. We got 2 Mojo parallels. The Jeremy Vargas to 199 and Brennan Davis to 99. Andre Jackson parallel to 199. Autograph. Cody Bellinger short print. Vladdy All-Star relic. And we got a little Judge box loader here to round things out. Well, I hope you guys had a good time. Elliot likes the Mattingly sit card. Yeah, me too. Like Mattingly a lot. Nice color match on the DeGrom. Best card is the 3rd-year Tucker base chrome. All right, guys, so we'll do this again. I don't know if we're going to do a break tomorrow or a video, but probably the next couple days we'll be doing stuff. So I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all later.